right now, in the middle of all of this global chaos, who is actually creating your experience of reality? Is it you? Or is it the controllers of this planet, the ones who manufacture the chaos in the first place? We are in the midst of the breakdown of so many things that we thought we could rely on. We are constantly being politically and socially gaslit in the most bizarre of ways. The people who want to control this planet continue to turn our reality upside down every waking moment. They do this to prevent us from gaining any leverage in our own lives. They want us to stay off balance and constantly reacting with anxiety to the next unpredictable scenario. This can be really intense because these people in charge are getting increasingly out of control. So we need to do something about this right away. We each need to take back our power to create our own reality. Hi, I'm Saratoga Ocean. For over 30 years, I've worked together with Telstar and Michael, also known as Archangel Michael, to help thousands of people navigate the events on this planet so that they can stay on a natural path of cosmic evolution. Now let's look at what's really happening beneath the surface picture here on planet Earth. Without even realizing it, most people are allowing the feelings of external chaos to define their personal reality. They're treating it as the central truth in their lives, rather than recognizing it for what it really is, which is someone else's agenda being projected onto them. If you are unconsciously doing this, then you are handing over the most powerful thing you have, which is your God-given right to create your own reality. And that's what I want to talk about correcting right now. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to recognize when your reality is being intentionally written for you by someone else. And most importantly, how you can end that invasive process and start creating from your own sovereign power. Now, before we dive into this topic, I want to remind you guys that I will be opening the doors to my Cosmic Journey membership for new members very, very soon. If you are tired of constantly scrolling the internet and trying to piece together your own spiritual guidance from 100 different voices, then this membership is designed specifically for you. Inside the membership, you get weekly, original, relevant guidance for your natural human evolution all in one place. You can focus your energy on actually evolving instead of endlessly looking for the next piece of the puzzle. And that can free up so much of your time and energy to take your life back and feel like you are in control again. Now, the doors will only be open for a limited amount of time. So if you want to be notified the moment that I open the doors, there's a link in the description below where you can get on my notification list. Okay, now let's get back to my message for you today. I want to show you how having clarity about 3 simple things can help you completely shift your consciousness to a place that restores your power as the prime creator in your life. See, the controllers don't just create chaos. They use the media and social media to inject that chaos directly into your consciousness. You can think of all forms of media, including social media, as being their delivery system. And the content they're delivering is their version of reality, which they want you to help them to create. See, they know that if they can inject this into your mind, then you, as a creator, will unwittingly help them to create it. Now, here is the key. You need to understand how they are manipulating your emotions to get you to literally absorb their reality. Otherwise, you would be able to just observe what they're saying without lending your energy to it. They use psychological warfare to shift your energy into a reverse flow from what it is naturally meant to be. They do this by driving you into a state of fear and anger. See, fear and anger are reverse flow energies. It's what causes your energy to flow backwards from the outside in instead of radiating with power from the inside out. This, of course, makes you weak. When you're in that state, your creative power shuts down and you become a receiver for whatever they're broadcasting. Their reality moves into your consciousness and fills the space where your reality should be. But underneath all of this manipulation, you have something that they cannot touch, and that is your own sovereign power to create your own reality. That power does not come from the outside world. It comes from who you actually are at your core. And that power is always there, waiting to be activated and expressed by you. The chaos of these controllers is simply designed to distract and confuse you so you forget that you have this incredible asset. Now, I want to be clear about something. I'm not saying that we should be ignoring what is happening in the world. It's actually very important for us to be aware of what is going on. The political chaos, the division being deliberately stoked between people, and the revelations coming out through things like the Epstein files, showing the depth of corruption that has been operating beneath our reality for years. These things are really happening, and we should know that they do exist. But there's something else that we also need to notice. There are an awful lot of other things happening in the world. There's good, there's bad, there's inspiring things, and there are also things that are deeply, deeply troubling. But what does the media always focus on? They want you to be focused 24/7 on the worst things imaginable. They amplify the most fear-inducing, anger-triggering, and divisive issues. They exaggerate, they lie, and they gaslight us about everything. And that, my friends, is absolutely by design. Because once your energy is consumed by fear and anger, then you are no longer creating your own reality. You are being enlisted into creating theirs. See, they need your creative energy pointed at their agenda. That's the mechanism. They intentionally drive people into an intense emotional state of despair and negativity. Then they harness that reactive energy to drive their agenda into a manifesting reality. Think of your consciousness as a canvas of life that is meant to be yours alone. You are meant to be the one deciding what gets painted in your three-dimensional experience of life and beyond. The media and social media are like very persistent, uninvited painters who show up every day with their own brushes and their own very specific picture that they want you to help them create. So let's talk about what you can actually do about all of this. And it starts with something very fundamental. Step one is to recognize that you have a choice. Now, I know this sounds simple, but it's actually profound because most people do not realize that they actually have a choice. They take in whatever the outer world is delivering. They feel what it makes them feel. They think what it makes them think. And they never stop to realize that there was actually a choice point for them. See, there are two things at play here. There is your own sovereign consciousness, and then there is the outer world. You do not necessarily need to merge these two things together. See, at any given point, You can allow the outer world to define and shape your personal reality for you, or you can exercise your own sovereign power as a creator and decide for yourself what your personal reality is going to be. Just becoming fully aware that a choice exists is a powerful and transformational moment. Next, we have step 2, which is to make a clear and conscious decision. Now that you have recognized that you have a choice, the next step is to actually make the decision to consciously choose. I don't mean to just mentally make a quick and obvious choice. I mean to make a firm, clear, intentional commitment to yourself. From this point forward, who is creating your reality? Are you going to allow the chaos, the media, and the controllers to shape your experience for you? Or are you going to take your power back and decide for yourself what your personal experience of life looks like and feels like? Those are your 2 choices. Try to recognize each choice with clarity and then make a decision to shift your center of consciousness back to your sovereign core as an empowered, creative being. Now, step 3, you want to give power to your decision by putting it in a larger context. Step 3 is seriously important because it's what gives your decision power and energy. You don't have to just live as a person trying to navigate a chaotic world. You can come back to a much larger reality and realize that you are an infinite being on a long-term cosmic journey. And your time here on Earth is just one small part of that larger evolutionary path. Now, here's the most important thing to realize. We need to understand what these controllers have actually done. They have stolen a piece of that larger journey from us. They have stolen your journey here on Earth because they want to redirect it. They have taken your time, your energy, and your creative power here on this planet and enlisted it into building their reality instead of yours. Just think about that for a moment. This part of your larger cosmic journey has been literally hijacked by some very clever thieves who think they can own your soul. So when you make the decision to reclaim your power as a creator, you are doing something way bigger than just trying to feel better in your everyday life. Listen carefully. You are taking back a part of your larger journey in the cosmos that has been stolen from you. And that, my friends, is the context of understanding that gives your decision its real authority. This is what makes your decision powerful enough to actually restore you as the creator of your own life. So let's summarize these few simple facts. You might be living day to day and feeling the crushing weight of everything that is happening in the world. You might be wondering how to navigate your own life in the middle of all this literal insanity. But hopefully now you can see much more deeply into what has actually been happening. You know that the chaos has been deliberately designed to enlist your creative energy into someone else's agenda. And you know that you have a choice. You do not have to be a passive receiver of whatever reality the outer world wants to hand to you. You are a creator. You are on an infinite journey in this universe, and your time here on Earth is a sacred part of that journey. It rightfully belongs to you. This part of our cosmic human journey, our life here on Earth, was taken from all of us without people recognizing what was happening. And now we have the opportunity to take it back with a simple but very deep internal decision. Now, if you plan to take back this part of your larger cosmic journey from these illegitimate thieves, then give this video a like if you want to anchor your intention. My friends, this is what the universe wants and expects us to do if we want to continue evolving with the totality of creation. Now, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Are you fed up with these controllers and their theft of humanity's soul and creative power? Share your thoughts with me. I love to read every single comment. And remember, if you want weekly focused guidance for your cosmic journey that will help you to restore the life that is rightfully yours, make sure you get on the notification list for my Cosmic Journey membership, which will reopen very soon, but only for a few days. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a like and share it out with someone who might need support to reclaim their own life. And if you want to continue on this journey with me, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I have so much more to share with you. And with that, I'm sending you so much love, light, and high vibrational energy. Have a beautiful day, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.